Dude, that's awesome.
Look at that. Damn. Oh my God. Look at that fish.
I just feel like catfishing is my passion. It's something that's really latched on to me. Now don't get me wrong, I love any other kind of fishing. Brim fishing's awesome, just to be on the river, floating the river banks, catching brim, just getting ready to set up on the river, getting my glow sticks on at night and just waiting for the big fish, man. It's just an awesome, awesome feeling. Well, I was fishing for the annual EZ3, Easy Bait and Tackle Catfish Tournament. It's a 2-month-long tournament series that happens once a year. I was just out on the river and trying to catch the big one.
I can't believe you didn't want to go fishing with my man and he caught a state record.
So, the night that I decided to go, my fiance Emily, she had to work. She wasn't able to make it. My uncle, he wasn't able to make it. My buddy Seth at Easy Bait and Tackle, the net man, he calls himself the net man. So the net man, he wasn't able to make this. We had to get up and go to work at Easy Bait at 7 in the morning. So I already had bait, I was ready to go. So I decided I was gonna take a trip out by myself. So loaded the boat up, got the rods up, everything was good to go. I got to the ramp, launched the boat, got on the water, set up in my first spot, and I said my prayer like I always do. Every trip, every tournament, every time out, I always thank God for the day that He's given me and just the incredible experience that I always have on the water. And I was asking Him, let this night be different. Let this night be different. It's just something by myself. Let something incredible happen. So as I'm fishing, I get my first hit and he's pecking at it and he finally decides to go with it. And I was like, that's him, that's him. So it was a 3-pound channel cat, right? So I was like, no, that's not him. So I was like, okay. So he got me tangled up in my lines. I was like, man, what am I gonna do if I get a big one? Set up at my second spot. Not too much luck, a few little hits here and 3 or 4 rods hung up on the bottom, a bunch of logs and stuff, So well, this is great, this is awesome. So I said, well, I'm gonna set up at another spot. So I got everything rigged out and everything. I was throwing my brims out. I got to the last pole and I threw it out and I said, okay. So I sat there and all of a sudden, I'm just sitting there watching the poles, watching the glow sticks, just as pretty as it can be. And the rod, it just thumped. I said, okay, well, one's got it. And all of a sudden it starts real slow, going down. And I was like, man, I said, this might be a good one. So I pick up the rod out of the rod holder, and whenever I feel him really going with it, I pull back on him. And when I did that, it was just ripping drag out of my hands. I was like, man, this is crazy. So he was pulling and I cranked the drag down to try to turn him so he wouldn't get me in any kind of trees or anything. I was fishing heavy structure. So I was like, man, I can't let him get me. So I got him back towards the boat and he took off again. I was like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. So I finally got him up beside the boat after 2 or 3 runs, and I had the net in the middle, like propped up on the center of the console. I was like, I was preparing for this day. So I got him beside the boat and I pulled him up and I grabbed the net and I tried to scoop up under the fish, and I was like, man, he will not go in the net. I tried and I'm freaking out. I'm like, this is a big fish. It's a really big fish. So he just wouldn't do it. So I said, okay, I got to do something different. So I got the net, threw it in the boat, threw the rod in the boat. I grabbed the line and I started pulling it to me, and he's splashing. I'm like, no, quit, please quit. So anyway, I get him back to me, he floats up real calm, and I'm trying to grab his mouth. I finally grab his bottom jaw and I grab it with my other hand, and I got him up to the boat and I tried to pull him up. I said, good gracious. So I finally got the strength, pulled him into the boat, and I put him in the floor. And I said, man, that's a big fish.
Is
So
there
I had just got off the phone with my buddy Jacob. So I was like, Jacob, I said, man, I just caught a good one. He said, I knew you would. I said, no, Jacob, I got a good one. I'm telling you. He said, well, how big is he? I said, I don't know. I'm about to weigh him. So I put him in the net. I crammed him in the net all sideways, however he would fit. And I got my scales out and I picked him up. I said, man, I can hardly get this thing off the ground. I said, well, hold on a second. I'm going to try again. So I picked him up again and it was like 81.6. I said, scales are broke, Jacob. I said, something ain't right. Something's not going right. I said, I'm going to try to weigh him again. I picked him up again. It said 82. I said, Jacob. I said, buddy, I think I got the state record fish. He said, are you serious? I mean, I'm so serious. I'm so serious. And I'm freaking out. Like, I said, man, we've always talked about what would happen if we caught a state record fish. So he's like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? And I said, well, man, I said, I don't know. I don't know what to do. So I got the fish unhooked, filled up my live well, had my bubble boxes going, my spray bar, the G-juice, had a little bit of ice, kept the water cool, and not too cold, but just kept it cool for him, and put him in there. And then I said, I can't believe this. So I called my fiance Emily and I was like, you got to get up right now. She's like, what do you got? I said, I got him. I got the big one. She's like, for real? I said, yeah, I got him. I said, go to Easy Bait right now, right now. And next thing I know, there's 20 people up there and they're waiting. I'm like, man, what if this fish ain't a big one? I said, it's gonna be so terrible. So I done broke all these people up. So no, we got there and we got them out of the tank. And me, Emily, and Jacob put them in the net and got them over there to the certified scales and weighed them. And it was 78.9 pounds. And I tripped out. I could not believe it. It was the best feeling ever.
That's state record. 78.9.
We called everybody we could. We were trying to get a biologist.
Big dog.
Thankfully, Mr. Ben Ricks was able to come out and certify the fish that morning. He finally called me and said, Tyler, what's going on? I said, Ben, I'm sorry to wake you up, man. It's 2 in the morning. I've got a fish that might be the record and I need somebody to certify it. He said, are you serious? I said, yeah. I said, Ben, I think I got him. I said, I've already weighed him. He's 9 ounces bigger. I said, I'm so afraid he's going to spit something up or lose some weight. I said, Ben, please, anything for you to come. He said, man, you don't know me a thing. I'm on the way. So he showed up shortly after, and we put him back on the scales just to get him certified again. And everything was good, filled out the paperwork, and it was just awesome, awesome, awesome experience. One of the challenges was it was a Monday morning, very early in the morning. Everybody's sleeping, got something to do the next day, work, something's going on. It's just awesome to have a tackle shop, a local tackle shop right here in Goldsboro that has all of these accessories. With the annual Easy Bait and Tackle tournament, I believe this is the 5th year. He's really, really got an awesome tank up there at Easy Bait. I would guess maybe 250, 300 gallon tank. He's got his oxygen pumps. He's got everything ready to handle these big catfish. He's got ice right there that you can use at any time, keep the water cool. You can recirculate it. He's got well water. He's got the whole, he's ready for these big catfish. And you can use them at any time, 2 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, any time, it doesn't matter. Come up here, he's got certified scales, whether it's for a bass, a crappie, a brim. Fill up the tank, put the fish in the tank. He would love for you to do that. That's what it's there for the help to the fish, just to keep it alive. It's just amazing at all the fishermen, all the tournaments that's going on, all the boats just up and down the river constantly all year long. And I went on a trip by myself and caught the state record. After all of these years, it was just meant to be. It was a gift. That is every fisherman's dream, to catch a state record fish, whether it's a brim, a bass, a catfish. It's just, mine's always been a flathead. I've always battled, to try to get the flatheads. And I just never thought I would get the state record, but it actually happened, and I couldn't be any more happier about it. All right, guys. New North Carolina state record flathead catfish. 78.9 pounds caught on Neuse River. About to let him go. There he goes. There he goes. Is it goner?
All right.
Awesome.
That's a wrap.